no matter how far, could be much more from the heart, forever trusting who we are, and nothing else matters. Be careful what I do, be careful what I know, but I know. How to play Nothing Else Matters. This song is rather easy to play, the verse and the chorus. I should say very easy to play. So the only challenge in this song is how you play the intro. So let's start with the verse and the chorus, and then we will do the intro later. And I will explain why that is more complicated. So when you do the verse, you play the E minor chord and you do finger picking. So you do thumb 2 times, E string and the D string, and then each finger on each string. From the D string, B string, and E string. E minor. When you do D minor, you start from the D string and you do only D, G, and B string. So you don't touch the E string. And I will explain also why. And the same with the C. Start with the C on the A string. So A, D, G, and B string, and don't play on the E string. And the reason for that is that the D and the C chord is more short to play, more shorter time. So the E minor is longer. So you notice that E minor, D, and C. E minor, D. So if you sing this one, so close, no matter how far, could be much more from the heart, forever trusting who we are, and nothing else matters. So E minor, D, and C. E minor, D, C. E minor, D, and C. And now when you play the G and B7, we will change a little bit how you do the finger picking. So here you do. So the E string alone, G string, and then the two strings B and E at the same time. And the B7 the same. And then you go back to the longer sequence when you play the E minor chord. So you play all the strings. So if you play just the last sequence, E minor, C, E minor, D, C, G, B7, and E minor. E minor. And we can also go direct to the chorus. So when you change from the verse to the chorus, you see the C and A, and that is the same way that you play also the G and B7 chord. So only the bass string on the A string, G string, and then two strings, and the A also. So the C and A is in the ending of the verse, but it's also the preparation for the chorus. So if I play C, so C, A, D, and then sing. Never care for what I do, never care for what I know. And here, the last time, you go from the D back to the E minor. So we go back to the verse. C, the A, and D, and then back to E minor. So again, C, A, D. Never care for what I do, never care for what I know, but I know. And here you notice that C and A is different than this D chord. So the D you play like this. So thumb, index finger, middle finger, thumb, and then ring finger. And then to make it more nice to listen, it's very easy. You put finger 3 or finger 4 on fret 3 on the E string. So you play the D and then go up to fret 3. Now we have play mostly the finger picking, and I will also show how you will play more as a finger style. So here we can start with the intro, and I will explain why it is more hard. The intro is normally a bar chord, but the first sequence you can play without the bar. So you play by putting finger 1 on fret 7 on the E string, and then next on the B string, fret 8, finger 2, finger 3 on the D string on fret 9, and finger 4 on the D string on fret 9. And we make it more easy, and it also sounds better because when you do a bar chord, you will change, you will cover all the strings. So meaning you will start with this note, but when we do this more simplified, instead you start with the empty E string, and it sounds better. And then you play and then A minor. And the A minor is the first and only chord that is a bar chord. And here you can also make it more easy by covering the 3 strings on the fret 5, and then you put finger 3 on fret 7. So this is more easy than to play a real bar chord. But the problem here is that if you touch on fret 7 on the D string, that finger is easily touching to the next string, the G string. So to make it easier, you can just, after you hit the string, the D string, you just remove the finger. So the finger will not touch to the D string. So remove the finger and then go down to C, and here you add finger 4 on fret 3 on the E string. So you have the melody there. Then change to D, and then put finger 3 or finger 4 on fret 3, and then go back. And then this is easy, just remove the finger. So first 3, and then remove. Oh, so you go from fret 3, fret 2, and then empty string. So instead you play, after that you play on B string on fret 3. So the ending of the D chord is like you only do one finger. And then you go back to E minor. When you sing the song, you will do like this with the finger picking. And when you play on the guitar without singing, maybe you play a sequence that you play on the guitar and you don't sing. So instead of playing only like this, you can hang more on the bass note. So it's longer note. So it's exactly the same way you do the finger picking. It's just that you hang on the first note. So normal, and then what I call hang. So that is a alternation that you hang the ordinary and then hang. And maybe you notice that when I play the D chord, in the beginning, if you want to make it easy, you just go down and then go down with the C also. But if you want to make it little more advanced and it sounds better, you start with the E minor and go down. And then when you do the D, you go up. So you start the thinnest string and go up. Here you can also add when you go up. And then C, you go down again. So E minor down, D up, C down, E minor down, D up and C down. So, and remember that one when you play the D chord, that you don't play the E string. If you go down, if you go up, you start with the E string. But when you go down, and when you do the C chord, you don't play on the E string. And now we come to the ending. So you will play the last E minor, D up, C down, and then when you come to the G, B7, and here we do little more finger style. We have done now finger picking for a while to make it more easy. So in the ending, when you do the B7, we add little bit more melody. So with finger 4, you go up from fret 2 on the E string to fret 3. Go back again and empty. And then back to E minor. So if I play the verse slowly, E minor, D, up and C down. E minor, D up, C down, E minor down, D up and C down, G, and change the way you do the finger picking. And then you can add and here you can also experiment that normally we mostly go down, but you can also practice. So this song is very good because you can practice to go down and to go up. And here you can also go down on the E minor chord, and you can also practice to go up. So experiment how you play the finger picking here. And most version how you do the experimenting will sound good. So it's a very good song to play because if you go down or up, either way it will sound good. You can also change and play everything up. You start with the E minor, so you play bass E, and then you go up from the thinnest E. So just as a practice. So here you see that all the chords, E minor, D, C, all that chords, I only go up. So change, alternate between going down and go up and down, down, up and down, down, up and down, and change the way you do the finger picking. And when you do the chorus, we practice already how to play the chorus, but we did not do more finger style. We did finger picking, but we did not add some melody. So here, just to make it easy, just a small adding. Do the C, A, and then D. And here on the D, you play, you keep just the D chord and play on the E string 2 times, and then fret 3, and then empty again, and then go to the B string, and then you remember in the intro, after playing this, you go to the E minor. But when you do the chorus, you go from the D last, you go back to C again. So C, A, and D. C, A, and D. And the last time, you go back to the E minor. So welcome and experiment with this song. It's a very good song to practice finger picking. If you want to learn more similar songs, just subscribe to the channel and click on the bell so you get updated when I upload a new video. You're also very much welcome to comment below if you have any requests, any songs that you want that we will practice, or any way of finger picking or finger style or strumming, etc. So welcome to comment below.